Alright, so today we're gonna explore beyond limits. The thing that you instantly realize when you start using this laptop is probably unsurprisingly that it's quite well illuminated. After all these years of making Aspire series and staying true being affordable, the Acer started delivering more and more classy laptops. It might look expensive from a distance, but the Acer A514 is not made up from precious silver. It's designed to be fashionable where it counts the most. So, inside a thin profile with a fast processor. You have a choice of many different configurations, from Ryzen to Intel processors. In this review we will take a closer look at the 14-inch screen version with i5 processor. So this shiny thing feels different. When I say different, I mean it. It does look more sophisticated, especially the bezels. So it has something that can excite me. But does it have enough speed to save your trip? Here is a standard Acer box, and if you open it, there is notebook, AC adapter and a bunch of papers. The specs of this year's Aspire 5 are solid to the home and office laptop, and you can even play some games on it. I also found the processor memory is faster compared to the generation before, which was much more lazy. Let's go over exterior look. The Acer A514 has a brushed chrome logo stamp on its lid, which is a nice touch, especially if you like to clean it. The top surface of the notebook has simple, smooth finish and gives you a feeling that's something more than just plastic. When you open up this black lid, it has this brilliant hinge that opens up nicely and air gap at the bottom, and doing so it just gives a lot more airflow. Once you draw your attention away, you will realize the chassis is covered with aluminum and plastic, but it still looks different because there are smaller bezels and edges. It's simply more elegant and refined. Bezels look nice, although they could be thinner on the top. The overall exterior design is otherwise similar to the competition. Given its size, the Aspire 5 has an above average number of ports. On the left side it comes with a charge, Ethernet port, one HDMI, 2 USB and one USB-C. Sadly, there is no more card reader. The right side of the notebook is where you find power indicators, audio mic input, one USB and lock port, if you like to put golden chain on it.
Yeah, gold all in my chain, gold all in my ring.
The backlit keyboard feels comfortable. As is common with chiclet buttons, the key travel distance is small, but I think most people can get used to this keyboard, though the buttons could have more contrast with backlight on. So, if you care about that, there is also a version with black buttons. Of course, it doesn't look so stylish. And I almost forgot, you also have Aspire 5 versions without backlit keyboard. The touchpad is responsive and clicky and has good feel to it. The touch surface has low friction and supports complex gesture clicks, though you could still have couple complaints if you like to use ultra precision trackpads. The IPS screen is definitely an advantage for everyone who wants a better screen. The 14-inch LED backlight display panel delivers a higher pixel density with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Acer claims this screen has around 60% coverage of color space, and the test screen adapted well to color calibration, so it produced impressive colors. The display has semi-glossy surface that helps make colors more vivid, but this also brings more reflection as a result. The highest measured brightness is higher than 280 nits thanks to the IPS technology. The viewing angles are excellent and there is little color shift from side to side, so you will have a very good color accuracy of the display. The built-in 1.2 megapixel webcam is up to the mark for Zoom and similar apps. It's clear that Aspire might be good enough for those who want a sharp screen for editing graphics or text, or they just want to have a fancy label below the screen. Now we're gonna look inside of the chassis. The Aspire 5 has quite a simple cooling design and it's quite effective, so you won't notice any heat spikes, except maybe if you like to polish Acer logo often. There is 4 gigs of RAM that's soldered on the board, as one slot that you can upgrade to 16 gigs, and there is also Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5, and a faster M.2 drive. You also have one free slot for 2.5 SSD drive, which is rare these days. The second big change they have made is the processor optimization. As expected, the benchmark give an above average score. The Intel has improved i5 memory speed. That's like a 10 to 20% increase and is very noticeable in editing apps. In the gaming test, Iris graphics scores enjoyable as well, which was less seenable in games like Overwatch, Fortnite and similar. However, there are still games that will need more powerful graphic card, so those looking for better gaming performance should check out the Aspire with GeForce MX graphics, which offer 30 to 50% better performance, but for most part Iris graphics will provide a good performance for casual gamers and creators. With a 3-cell battery that provides decent run times, it will take less than 2 hours to fully charge the battery and it will last above average. So you could watch YouTube, perform some office tasks and surf the web for at least 6 hours on 70% brightness. Of course, if you tweak some settings, you can achieve much better results. While surfing the web with minimum screen brightness, I even squeezed more than 8 hours out of the Acer's 48 watts battery. On the other side, I got around 3 hours with screen at max brightness and volume at about half. It's pretty average, but I was kinda surprised. I thought it would be able to get less, but it looks like Acer has really improved processor throttling. The Acer speakers are not very big, so you can expect a lot from them. The sound quality is still acceptable and maximum volume can still surprise you in some music videos. Like many notebooks, it has 2 speakers located on the edges below the touchpad, and the speakers leave good stereo sound, so high and mid-range tones are okay, but if you want powerful bass, then you will still need to connect an external speaker. The Acer A514 is easily one of the smartest laptops for the work or entertainment, as long as you don't need to do heavy video editing or extreme gaming. We certainly don't have any complaints with that chassis design. Okay, maybe the button design isn't the smartest and it also doesn't have the thinnest bezels, but it still has the sharp Full HD wide-angle screen with nice colors. Though the lack of brightness in the direct sunlight may be a downside if you like to work on the beach. Otherwise, its touchpad and keyboard are good enough for daily use and the battery lasts above average. All in all, the Acer Aspire 5 is well equipped and it doesn't have a lot of competition thanks to its fair price and more than generous specs. So it will be a good choice for many users. Thank you for watching. As usual, like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below.